I gotta make this even if I'm feeling sad. This is something I have been like very strong and very about power up all my will and shoot, just like blast it off. And then there's gonna be the things that I wasn't okay with trying out are just gonna be less than they were before. They're just gonna be in a pile of something that I was like, the mess I made was of everything that I owned, everything that I had as my belongings, everything. I'm like, this is where I belong, though. Where I am, where I'm living, is the place that I'm supposed to be. But it's just been like, when I feel like I have to be strong, it just keeps redirecting to, this is okay for you to be weak. What message is that? For me to do this for someone else. And I'm like, yeah. So my name is Elsie now. And I am like telling my fiance, I'm like, this is like, I have to do this. You said, girl, do you? And he was saying that, and it's just like, I did it. And beautiful things happened. And then I was losing my grasp on it. And I started crying while I was visiting my fiance. I was like, you have cancer. He messaged me. He's like, I found out I have cancer. And I'm like, I know right now is not a time for me to hold it all in. And I may be throwing up every other day. I may be sick to my stomach. I may be tied up in knots. I may be in a ball of fury where I'm like, I sent a message, I'm like, I'm probably mad at Justin Bieber. No, he's my hero. I'm like, he was heroic. And it's just like, okay, so I know I've accomplished things that are like, so yeah, get a little bit of fame, get a little bit of attention, get a little bit of assurance of like, you're going to spend your money more wisely now. And I'm like, that just feels so far off in the future. And I'm like, I don't know if it's because I was smoking cigarettes and I don't consider that as something that's meant for me. It's just to take away the pain. And I'm like, I thought I went through all the pain. I really felt like, I don't even feel like this is life anymore. And I was saying that. I'm like, this is like, what am I going to do to look at? And it's just like, it's not even asked to do anything with my sight or my vision or my eyes. I'm told that was perfect. My fiance says, oh, you're perfect. And I'm like, that is something, if I could hear you in my soul right now, I would. But here's the thing, is that I really trust in God so much that he told me, no, go walk your own path. And I'm like, am I going to have all the protection I need? He's like, whether you know it's from me or not, you're going to have it. You already went through all the danger. You already went through everything. I'm safe. I don't care if you have things that are bothering you with people trying to get your attention. At the baseline, you have something that is precious. At the baseline, you have something that is soul. Like, all this, you keep worrying about, am I going to be enough? Am I going to be forward thinking? Am I going to be making progress? And I'm like, you did better until I know you did better. And it's like, focus on someone else. Do this for someone else. And it's just like, I'm not pushing you out so far that you can't hear me. I know with the split mind, you have all this mental illness they keep saying you're diagnosed with. You keep saying, oh, it's not that bad. I got this. It's okay. I met my fiance this way. But even if that was totally destroyed everything that is being separated is something that wasn't ever even precious enough. And it's like, ugh. I know you want to be a star. I know you want to be a planet. I know you want to be part of the universe. But when you say universe, you're like, oh, there's that other thing. You think of Japan, your father came from Japan. You think of, oh, that's the other place. I have to take a trip around the world to go there. And I did. I've been everywhere you've been, okay? I'm like, you hearing me now? Someone says it's for no reason, but I just want you to know that's only because I told you no, you wouldn't be with me for the rest of the trip. And I'm not taking him from you. You guys are already here. And all this trying to be like, fast forward, pause, play. You know that's distracting you. But it's not hurting you, okay? It's something that we have so many things ready for us that we are able to make it so that you can do it too. But I'm not telling you that that's your path right there, to press play and to listen to music every day. You don't have to be super #1 fan and wife. Yes, you're still a wife. I know you were married before. I heard you talk to your husband even though you're so separated. And this gave me the inspiration to put stone and gems and bejeweled into all of these. But you're not missing out on being famous. You're not missing out on being recognized. Yeah, okay, you had a baby and it was perfectly planned, but you're not a part of that plan anymore. Your part is to be with the people who just want to hear your message. And I'm like, how many times do I have to save my tears? How many times do I have to say, this isn't for saving, this is for keeping? How many times do I have to say, I want to put the force in my nature so that I can stand up and walk and move around? I took the time off of you, okay? All that you're like, who's up for a mystery? Yeah, you're gonna be part of this. But just imagine it like you have a shield of knowledge and wellness for you. I know you see that sign. I know you see it. You're at the Center for Wellness. And I'm not saying this like, oh my God, guys, look at her location. She's telling everybody where she is. They're not angry at you. They're just sad. And all of their mistakes have already been released.